selected by the National Education Association in 1984 as a future outstanding teacher, Shawnette Somner has fulfilled her childhood dream of being an educator for the past 31 years and has enjoyed every year of it. After spending 20 years in public education in the capacity of primary, middle, and high school, as a high school teacher, mentor to new teachers and principal at one of our local primary schools, Ms. Somner realized her greatest childhood dream by opening her own school, Star Academy, in 2004. Regrettably, her school fell prey to the economic downturn, and 7.5 years after a successful operation, Star Academy closed in December 2011. In September 2012, Ms. Somner began a new journey in her new role as the Education Officer for the Department of Corrections, where she is responsible for the education programs for inmates in Westgate, the co-ed, and the prison farm. She thoroughly enjoys working with inmates. Ms. Somner also enjoys writing and has self-published 3 poetry books. In July 2002, Ms. Somner founded the Etiquette Class for Girls and is proud to report that to date, just over 30 young ladies have completed her program in the areas of self-esteem, selflessness, and self-presentation. In her free time, which she readily admits she rarely has, Ms. Somner enjoys socializing with close friends and taking getaway trips locally or abroad. Ms. Somner is the proud single mother to 2 sons, 28-year-old Ryan Parnell and 17-year-old Seth Somner. CedarBridge family, please join me in welcoming Ms. Shawnette Somner to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know if this mic is working. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I want to thank Ori for that lovely introduction. I just have one slight correction. My etiquette class for girls has been running since 2002. I've had a bit more than 30 girls in there, more than 300. So I'm really proud of that program. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody's all right? Okay.
I'm tired.
Wonderful. In a moment, I'm going to have you listen to something. But I want to first of all say to Mrs. Richards and to the Board of Governors, invited guests, and the staff at CedarBridge, when I received a call to come and speak today, my first reaction was me, and I was really honored to have been selected to come and speak with you. Every opportunity that I get to speak with young people, I absolutely enjoy. So I want to thank Ms. Burrows and her team for asking me to come this morning. I've actually decided to take a vacation day today from the Department of Corrections. So if anybody needs to talk to me after this is over, feel free to do so. In your short lifetime, you have probably heard many speeches, most of which you probably can't remember. So I thought about something I could speak with you about this morning, something that might pique a young person's interest. And I think I may just have come up with something you're not likely to forget. I've come today to encourage everyone in this auditorium to fight. 2 high school age boys were engaged in a fight in a public place. A crowd of 10 onlookers quickly swelled to a crowd of more than 50, all looking, some chanting for one to beat the other even harder, some screaming with a sense of helplessness, some with no expression at all. Several pulled out cell phones and began recording the scene. All the while, the fight continued until after about 2 minutes, one of the 2 boys was rendered motionless on the ground after a severe kick to the head. The aggressor, feeling victorious, with his shirt torn and trickles of blood coming from his eye, stormed away from his peer on the ground through the crowd and disappeared into a nearby neighborhood. The crowd gathered closer to the injured boy and began commenting on his injuries and the amount of blood they saw, but nobody dared to touch him. He could be heard making sounds that indicated he was in severe pain. A siren was heard in the distance, and the crowd dispersed, with many running in scattered formation away from the scene. The injured boy lay there unattended and alone. This story will tug at the emotions of people who have a caring heart. And for some, it possibly conjures up memories of similar acts already witnessed or personally experienced. To the other extreme, this story is just the kind of action some people love to witness and engage in. So what, you may ask, does this have to do with peace? Peace. Freedom from disturbance, quiet and tranquility. Freedom from or the termination of war or violence. At this time, I want you to focus your attention on the screen, and I'd like for you to listen to this song and focus on the lyrics. And I know some of you may actually know this song. Sadly, in 2015, it appears that we are experiencing more and more acts of violence and events that contradict the definition of peace. We don't have to look far to other countries for it. We can look right here on our beautiful island of Bermuda. Some people can even look within the walls of their very own homes. The fight that goes on and on, creating unrest, disgruntledness, pain, hurt, confusion, chaos, and more fighting. What are people fighting for? Fighting to prove one's strength, fighting to win, fighting to impress someone else, fighting to destroy, fighting to prove a point. But what point? Who are the winners of a fight? Well, unless it's a fight for sport, such as boxing, there are no winners in the street fight. Someone will ultimately be hurt or worse, while the other's reputation is blemished, which could ultimately limit opportunities not even yet presented. Fighting as we know it does not produce winners. So what would happen if we change our mindset about the need to fight and the satisfaction of watching a fight and feeling vindicated in seeing another human being being beaten? What if we each stood firm against the fighting as we know it and exercised courage and bravery in the midst of turmoil? What if each one of you took a stand to create for yourself, in your space, an environment of peace? Some of you may think, I can't do much. What will my friends think if I get involved? I'm not getting involved in another person's altercation. You'll watch it. You'll be entertained by it. You'll tell everybody about it. Some of you might record it. But you won't get involved in helping to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Something is terribly wrong with this thought process. So how can you contribute to fostering an environment of peace? Simply start small. Start within your homes. Start within your school. Your small part, along with the small part of the person next to you, and the small part of the rest of the people in this auditorium, will mushroom into a massive movement of peace created by young people. Just imagine the impact that will ultimately have on our island and for your future. As Ori stated in the introduction, I do work at the Bermuda Department of Corrections. I work every day, all day with inmates. These are men and women incarcerated for having interrupted or completely destroyed another person's peace. Many regret the choices they've made, realizing that the choices they made to invade another person's peace cannot be reversed. That place where I work does not have to be your destination. Here are some things you can do. I'll give you 5 practical things that you can do today to embrace peace. Number 1, the next time you see one of your peers being teased, ridiculed, bullied, intervene. Let the one inflicting the negativity know that that behavior is hurtful and unacceptable. A person on the other end of being bullied is afraid and alone. Bullies are people with their own issues of hurt, and some of you may have heard the statement that hurt people hurt people. How would you feel to be that person being targeted? Do your part to assist them. Number 2, the next time you see someone who appears to be upset, down, depressed, or simply not in tune with the rest of what is going on, say something positive to them or offer to do something nice for them to lift their spirits. Selfish people only care for themselves. Selfless people should care for others. Number 3, the next time you see a fight, if you can't do your part to stop it, encourage others in the crowd to do so and seek help. Ask yourself how you would feel to be that person getting a beat down with a crowd of witnesses. You'd want assistance. Do for someone else that which you would want done for yourself. And remember, it's never okay to say that someone deserved the beating they got. There are some who may say the same thing about you. Is it really up to you to be the decision maker on the pain of another person's life? Number 4, if you hear of gossip and rumors about others, and even if it sounds juicy enough to want to hear more, either stop the one with the wagging tongue from sharing defamatory information, or if you choose to listen, do not repeat it. Rumors lead to more unrest. And number 5, if there is chaos and turmoil within your home, it won't get fixed if nobody fixes it. It's just that simple. And you won't experience peace for as long as you have to live with it. As a young person, talk to an adult you can trust. Tell them how you feel about what is going on in the home and ask them to help you. Keeping family secrets that affect your ability to function peacefully is unacceptable. In situations of turmoil and contention, you never want to be the aggressor. Be the one who stands out in that crowd as the advocate for calm. Stop worrying about what people think. And let me tell you this, no matter what you do, people will always have an opinion. So do not let those opinions keep you from being the best person that you can be, especially when you are needed to assist in. In the words that young people do understand, do you. Your ability to create peace must first start with yourself having a sense of inner peace. That quality about yourself that says you're a mature person who thinks through things and can stand up for the fall of others. So in conclusion, as you listened to the lyrics of the song that was played, the fight song by a young lady, her name is Rachel Platten. This is my fight song, Take Back My Life song, Prove I'm Alright song, My Power is On. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll play my fight song, and I really don't care if nobody else believes, because I've still got a lot of fight left in me. So today, young people, I encourage you to go ahead and fight. Fight for the calm environment you deserve. Fight for your peers. Fight for those you don't even know. Fight now for the future generations that will come after you. Fight for your younger brothers and sisters. Go ahead and fight, but make it a fight for peace. Thank you.
Ms. Somner, we'd like to thank you for coming here and participating with us in our special day. And thank you for your words of wisdom. And please accept this as a token of our appreciation.